Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a really cool watch from Tissot. This is their new Tissot PRX model, which is a really interesting watch. It has an integrated bracelet. You're getting that 1970s, 1980s integrated solid steel, stainless steel sports watch design, which was made popular by Gerald Genta with the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. This came out after the Royal Oak, even in the 70s, so just keep that in mind. But it is a really popular watch, and I've really enjoyed it for the past few months of having it on wrist. It's kind of become a daily watch I wear in my rotation, which is kind of odd. I didn't know if I was going to like it so much, hence why I went with the quartz version over the automatic version. Being the price difference, the quartz version, I picked this up around $350, I believe. I believe retail is $375, but now you can find them for like $320 or $330, even on Amazon and such. But the automatic model you can even find now for about 600 bucks. The automatic model was a bit heavier, a bit thicker, and I don't know, this one really sat better on my wrist, to be quite honest, as well. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. Let's see what's on my wrist today, and then we'll dig a little deeper into the new Tissot PRX release. There also is a whole bunch of new color variations, a 35mm version, and a gold tone, a green dial, and a green dial automatic, and a whole bunch of new versions, so definitely check them out. But yeah, let's see what's on my wrist, and then we'll jump right into this model. On my wrist today is the Oceanica Thresher. This is a great watch. This one is live on Kickstarter right now for only $247. Being, in my opinion, one of the best, well-made, best quality watches they've put out over the years. Oceanica has been around since 2017. They've sold over more than 1,500 watches, and they're definitely a reputable micro brand. But yeah, just a great super compressor style watch. You have a screw down inner rotating bezel, BGW9C3, a bracelet as well, 200 meters of water resistance, and a really nice dial. Definitely check them out on Kickstarter. I believe there's 10 days left and you can reserve one of these. I will drop a link down in the description below, but definitely a great offering, and probably the best offering I've seen so far from this brand. Now, the Tissot PRX was originally released in the 1970s. This is 1978 to be exact. So this is the re-released version of the classic 1978 PRX. Looks very similar. I believe they actually took the same exact model and drew it up to be exactly the same. But yeah, it's a solid 3/16L stainless steel integrated sports watch with 100 meters of water resistance. It's 40 millimeters across, which is a nice size. 44 top to bottom. That's minus the bracelet, of course. The bracelet itself is about 24 millimeters at the top and tapers all the way down to 18. So a long taper for that bracelet. We get that 100 meters of water resistance. The crown is only pull and push, but there's a strong enough gasket in there. You know you can make a watch 100 or even 200 meters water resistant if you do the crown right. But yeah, it does have a sapphire crystal as well. No anti-reflective coating, which is kind of a letdown at this price point. I was expecting anti-reflective coating. I think it would look really nice. Even though it's extremely legible without the anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal, I think it would look a little nicer and give you a bit more value for your money. Obviously, it's a quartz watch. It ticks. It doesn't sweep. You can see the second hand sweeping around the dial. We get applied indexes filled with BGW9 or blue Swiss lume. The lume obviously is not that great. It shines, but you know there's not much room. If you get in a little closer, there's not much room to apply on those thin indexes. On the hands, you can see the lume a little bit better. The dial is actually quite simple, the black version. You can see the dial has kind of this black kind of slight different look going up and down. You can see it's very slight though. It has like marks going up and down, which is kind of cool. We get a date cut out at the 3 o'clock position. Everything is pretty much brushed besides a chamfering on the top portion of the case. And then we get that smooth bezel, which is highly polished. There is also slight polishing in between here on each part of this link, which is not that bad for a nice contrast between the brushing and the polishing. The quartz movement's actually a decent quartz movement. It's a Swiss ETA F06.115. It has about a 2-year battery life. It also has an EOL. If you don't know what that is, that's an end-of-life indicator. Basically, the seconds handle sweep will hit twice, showing you that your battery is very low and you need to change it. But yeah, every 2 years about, you should be able to change this battery with no issue. But yeah, it's a nice size, you know. The bracelet is also nice. You can see I really beat this watch up. Not really beat it up, but I did use it. You can see those scratches. The bracelet has a really nice shine and it's very articulating, which is very nice that they put a decent bracelet on it. Obviously, when the light hits it, you get all those different types of shine, which a lot of people and the watch enthusiast himself really appreciate. But a very comfortable bracelet, one that doesn't pull hair. It comes equipped on a butterfly clasp here, which just clamps down like this. Then you can see Tissot 1853 comes together. Case back being very, very simple. It's screwed down, so for that 100 meters. Just some basic stamping, Tissot stainless steel. And we get these quick adjust or quick release bars here. They did release a leather band for this watch, so if you want to just pop this off and throw it on the leather band, you can do that. I believe they're going to be selling the leather bands separate also, which is pretty cool. Kind of disappointed they did not produce a rubber band. I would think for a 100-meter kind of sporty watch, you'd want a rubber band over a leather band. That's just my personal opinion though. But yeah, the hands themselves are actually quite legible and large. Everything is really legible. Everything is printed. It does mark Swiss made down here, showing you that Tissot is a Swiss made brand. And they are a Swiss made brand. They've been around for a very long time. But what I really noticed on the watch, it's very well built. The case is finished very nicely in this matte brush finish. You have chamfering polishing on the top portion of the case. You really get that 1970s retro feel with this watch, and I really like that because I'm not going to go out and buy a used watch from the 1970s, an automatic model or a quartz model. You never know what can happen. A lot of them break, they have problems, etc. I'd rather get something new, and that's just me though. But yeah, the bracelet's definitely really, really comfortable. So no issues with that. I will get you a lume shut in towards the end of the video, but I'm going to throw it on my wrist and show you how this watch actually looks. My wrist is 6.5, 6.75 inches in circumference. So let's see how it looks. As you can see outside on the wrist, the watch wears very nicely. It fits across my wrist perfectly. Definitely can slip under a cuff. This one you can definitely pull off with a suit if you're going to work with it and you want to desk dive with it. It also can go casually. It's kind of a very versatile watch. A lot of uses for this watch. Obviously, if you're playing some intense sport or something, you're going to want to wear your G-Shock, not this watch. But yeah, it's definitely a very nice look. The bracelet is very comfortable. It slides up and down my wrist without pulling my hair, which I appreciate. And I don't see any reason to really take it off the bracelet. Now, just to show you what the lume looks like, there is lume on the watch. Like I said earlier, it's very thin on the applied markers, but the hands are definitely legible, so you can definitely read the time at night. Like I said, it's a sports watch, but it's not a dive watch, so don't expect crazy lume. Now, very simple operation on this watch. The crown is actually pretty nicely signed with the T for Tissot. It's a pull and push crown here. So we're going to pull out one position here, and that will be your quick set date. Everything functions very nicely. Final position, and we can set the time here. So very nice crown, no issues there. Very good activation of the crown, pull and pull out very easily, no issues there. Overall, it's a very simple watch, an integrated bracelet watch. Obviously, if you don't have, 20, 40 grand, was it 40 or 50 for an AP Royal Oak? The newer models, if you don't have that, which most people don't, you want a sporty watch with an integrated bracelet that's going to last you a lifetime and something you can keep in your collection, I would say this is the way to go. I was thinking about selling this, buying the automatic version. They came out with a green dial automatic version, but I'm not really 100% sure. I've kind of grown accustomed to wearing this model. It's very light. It's very nice. It's a great everyday watch to throw on, and of course, you don't have to worry about accuracy or anything like that. This thing is spot on. You don't have to worry about winding it, or all these other problems, servicing the movement every 5 years or so. It's just much easier, but that's just me. Obviously, I love automatic and mechanical watches, but it's always nice to have a good quartz watch in your collection. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the new Tissot PRX. Tissot, founded in 1853. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Definitely smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. A lot more interesting videos coming up real soon. Bye.